I started oncology almost within the first year or two of my career. I started taking shifts at Princess Margaret, discovered this different world of nursing where I could help people and make their day better, even if it was in the small things that you could do for a patient. We were allowed to be caring and attentive, and we weren't just a labor force. We were part of a team. It was where I wanted to be. In chemo daycare, this was not oral medications. This was running IVs and then run their treatment. You had to know what you were doing. Starting an IV on some of these patients was an incredible challenge. They were coming into you panicked, absolutely panicked. You had to draw curtains, isolate them, calm them down. That's a lot of trauma. I was immersed in some of the saddest stuff you would ever want to see. The ones I see are the ones who die. You can walk with them so far and then they're on their own. They're going to take that last little bit of that journey by themselves. And I can remember coming home and sharing some of that with my husband. And he would just quietly listen and just let me talk. If you were bringing it home and the sadness was there, then that's when I would lean into my hobbies. And I had just moved into a house and I took to gardening like nobody's business. It was strange out in the garden because I was affecting what lived, what didn't live. And all of a sudden I'm watching all these butterflies on it. And that was the segue into the butterfly garden. This was such a beautiful way to spend my time away from work, to release the stressors. Being surrounded by nature was the antidote to what I was experiencing. It helped center me and keep me focused on the beautiful parts of life. The monarch butterfly, they have an incredible journey. And that more than anything is I think what they symbolize. The monarchs that are born in my garden in late August, early September, they're the ones though that are gonna make that journey. They're gonna fly to Mexico, up the top of some mountains to hang out on an oxamal tree. They'll mate, the males will die down there and the females will start the journey north again. The journey with my cancer patients was similar to the journey I take with my monarchs. There's only so far you can travel down that road with them. I can gather the eggs or the baby caterpillars and nurture them until they've turned into this beautiful butterfly, but then I release them and wish them well and let loose this beautiful piece of work of nature. Sometimes they were born with warped wings or bent wings and rendered them unable to fly. That's a death sentence. You can fix the wings and they will fly again. I remember being very excited once I learned how to do surgery on butterflies and going into work and one of my favorite doctors, I remember sharing with him what I was doing and he was in awe and he called me the butterfly surgeon. You needed spare wings. Hence I started collecting dead butterflies in my garden. So I kept them in a jar and if I found a butterfly that had maybe been attacked by a bird and was missing part of a wing for that reason, then all I needed to do was pick a wing that was going to match up, and the wing material on the butterfly is sort of like our own hair or fingernails. It's more cuticle than anything. So it's alive, but there's no feeling to it. So you weren't hurting them in any way to do this. It could be as easy as just gluing a whole new part of a wing onto them. As long as the wings were symmetrical, it didn't even have to be the same species. And the joy of watching these butterflies take off after you've returned this ability for them to fly, it was quite remarkable. They're able to live a happy life ever after. It would have been so amazing to be able to do that for those patients, being able to survive.